closing speeches, applicants are more than ready to give their final message to you, to conclude what has happened during the day, what are their vision, what are their dreams, their ambitions for AIESEC in Greece. And actually, this is the final message that they have to give to you. To you that they are going to lead either directly in MCP, either or directly in BOP, either in the daily life, because you are the leadership body of this organization. With this being said, we are going to welcome with the most screaming way, you understood what I want to say, and all the power, energy, passion, and love that you have for AIESEC in Greece, the first applicant that is Katerina Kilisidou. So,
if you saw my answer, well, ignore it. Hello, AIESEC in Greece. Mo, thank you so much for this day. You said in the beginning that you want to make it special for us, and it is really special. So, welcome to my closing speech after this long day and this very privileged day, I can say, as a leader of this entity. And you might have understood that the MCP process is a process that you live most times one moment in your AIESEC career and in your life in general. And it is a very reflective process. And in this process, I went back to every single journey that I have lived in AIESEC, to every experience I have lived in these 4 years. And I realized a lot of things for myself, for the entity, for AIESEC, and for the world in general, to be honest. And I would like to take you also with me to some of these reflections. And I would like to ask you, first of all, if you have ever felt this phrase, this statement in your AIESEC career, if you have ever said it to your leader, to yourself, to your team, that, you know what, I didn't sign up for this. I would like you to raise your hand, as brave leaders that you are. I have also felt it, to be honest. This is a phrase that concludes a lot of negative emotions, frustration, a lot of times, despair, or you know what, I'm fed up. I don't want this. It's not what I signed up for in AIESEC. And I can be honest with you that I have lived it through all of my journeys. Because I didn't sign up as a member to be in a period of COVID and to have virtual meetings with my team and to see my team after 6 months, or to go through GV resumptions in an entity that had 60 approvals back then from GV only, and we had to face a whole different reality. I didn't sign up to be the leader in a sector as a team leader without a predecessor, without having someone to help me build the basis, and to be the person that has to ask for transitions, has to ask for data keeping, has to ask to do checks or whatever else with my responsible body then. And I didn't sign up as a VP to get the marketing sector after my co-VP left from the EB and left me with a very important gift, let's say. And for sure, I didn't sign up to lead two team leaders that were so different from each other and from my leadership style. And I didn't sign up to health problems for me as a leader back then in our LRB, and having to start to step up to people that I never thought I would have to. And as an ACP, for sure I didn't sign up for an LC without a membership for the first time in our history. For an LRB who has no trust in the EB, these are things that I didn't know back then when I sent my application as an LCP. And I didn't sign up for an EB who started with 6 people and ended up with 5 people, and me having to get a double sector for one more time and keep leading PM in my entity. And I didn't sign up, of course, for all the frustration, for all the negative feelings that came with each one of these decisions and situations that led to these facts. And to be honest, I didn't sign up also for a lot of things that have came up in my MC experience until now. Situations with partners, financial situations, leadership showcased by our entity or by other entities in the international planet that I never thought I would have to deal with in IESEC, in situations that from the bubble of my entity or from the bubble of my own personal perception of IESEC, with me, didn't even make sense to have an IESEC. But growing up as a leader inside IESEC and in my life generally, I realized that, you know what, you actually do sign up for that. We actually do sign up for all of these things. Because when you go in your first info, your first get to know with IESEC, they tell you practical experiences in challenging environments. Isn't this what we are being told? And all of these things are practical experiences in challenging environments. No one tells you that leadership is easy. No one tells you that leadership doesn't require to invest your time, to invest your energy, to change, to adapt, to trust people that you don't maybe, or to trust yourself that you don't maybe. And realizing this is a very powerful statement, because the moment that you realize that you sign up for everything that IESEC brings to your way, you actually get to fall in love with IESEC. And you actually get to experience IESEC at its fullest. Because we're being fools if we think that IESEC is only about good things. What in life is only about good things? Good things would not exist if it was only about that. And I'm so freaking happy that I have lived all of these experiences, because I'm here right now because of these experiences. I have developed, I have grown, and I have achieved more than I would without these experiences. I have people in my side that have led me to those, that have led me through those, and that have developed me to the person that I am today. A leader, a person who loves and is in love with IESEC, and more specifically, who is in love with IESEC in Greece. And this is the time that I'm fully aware that I sign up for everything through the MCP role. I sign up to lead the road to 1K, to go beyond ourselves, and to believe not only to the impossible, to believe to things that we have never achieved maybe before, but I really know that we are the people that can achieve this. I do sign up to grow our home and to create a long-lasting IESEC in Greece, to create the leaders of essence, to grow the leaders of essence, and every person in the entity to lead the generation of essence for IESEC in Greece, to become top 5 globally, even if this hasn't happened in the last years, and even if this is a very far away dream from our current reality, but I believe that this is where we can be as IESECers in Greece. And to impact Greece, of course, through every action that we take, because if we don't advocate for the country that we are in, then what are we going to do? If there is one thing that IESEC in Greece has taught me, is to love Greek people and to trust and to believe in the potential and the things that Greek people and Greek youth can really bring to the world. And I do sign up to lead you, and more specifically to lead IESEC in Greece through an achiever's mindset for the next 10, through ownership, through challenge, and through unity. These are the things that I want to bring in the entity. These are the things that I believe the entity needs. And these are the things that I truly believe that you are the generation that can actually achieve that through every role that you might have for IESEC in Greece in the next 10. And I do sign up to achieve 700 exchanges all together for the next 10 to grow beyond ourselves. And I do say now to leaders in school. And I know that we're two applicants in this process, and I'm very aware that I might not be the one that's going to lead this entity for the next step. But having this chance to speak to you right now, I would like to give you some last messages, let's say, from my side, and to take always have them in your mind, because I truly believe them and I have truly experienced them through my 4 years in AIESEC. As I told you, I'm proud MCP 25.26 applicant, and if there is one thing I know for sure is to always choose AIESEC. Please, whatever you do in your lives, you are AIESECers. Represent them. Don't leave AIESEC because of something. Leave AIESEC for something. Leave AIESEC because AIESEC has given you the opportunities to grow yourself beyond and to have so many other things that you can do after you have given everything to the organization and to AIESEC in Greece. Believe that we are really the people that are leading to those that are going to change the world. We're changing the people that are going to change the world. Every day we're doing that. Through every button that we press, through every info that we do. We, as AIESEC in Greece, are the people that are leading the ones to change the world. And I want you to always remember to choose right over easy. To try and criticize in a good way your actions, challenge yourself, challenge those around you, lead by essence, and always choose your essence to any decision you might have to take in your AIESEC life and your life in general. And please have trust in the people in this entity, because there are amazing people in this entity. And I really believe that no leader has the purpose, let's say, to harm AIESEC in Greece. We're all here because we love AIESEC in Greece, and we are in love with AIESEC in Greece. And believe in yourselves that we can actually reach to the top. Because we're AIESECers in Greece, we love this entity. We have given so many things to this entity. You are committed, and we're trying to every day so hard. And all of the things that might go wrong right now, it's okay. Accept them and go beyond them. And don't stop believing in your COVID piece, in your team, in your MC, in AIESEC in Greece, and in AIESEC in general. And with that being said, I'm a proud MCP 25.26 applicant, and I do sign up to lead everyone.
Nice. So, we want to also hear the last applicant, but not least, the second applicant that we have, that is George. And we need also to screen with all the low passion and everything that we have for AIESEC in Greece. And yes, Daniel, can you open this mic also?
Batteries.
Don't talk. Okay. Okay, so let's go to screen.
So, welcome everyone to the last part of this day, the closing speech of my closing speech, Fuel Fear into Impact. And again, I just want to say thank you for this amazing day. To thank every single one of you for being here, for striving for AIESEC in Greece, for the entity, for taking whatever decision and whoever applicant you may find it's best for you to lead this change for the next year. So I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, no matter what, and thank you for all the support and everything. So yes. So to remind a bit about my vision before, why do I want Gen 25.26 is to create impact. That's the simplest form of it, to achieve the things that we want and to see the change. Hope, okay, these days to do it with Gen 25.26, which I hope and I know that all of you from this room will try to be part of it and with me as part of it. How? By fueling fear, by doing that, by channeling that, and most importantly, what? Achieving the 25K. And I know that this day has been very long, very, confusing, a lot of thoughts, a lot of feelings, a lot of these things. So out of curiosity, I want to ask, how many have you broken a leg? Okay, nice. So, if I was to come here with a broken leg, these people would feel my pain. They would know exactly what I'm going through right now and what it is. Those that don't, they could understand. They could do the math behind it. They could see that it would be very difficult for me to come here to walk. So, what I want to do in my closing is to make you feel my vision and to tell you how and why, how I came up with it and what it means to me in terms of a feeling and the feeling that I want the next generation to have. So for that, I would want you to close your eyes. Everything's closed, no peeking. Nice. So, generally, this vision, it was something really hard for me to try and find.
When the days are cold and the dark.
It was something that I was really overthinking, as you heard before. It was something that I was so afraid. I was just at my house. And I was trying to see, okay, who I am, what I wanted to do. And for some reason, I just started to, I wasn't able to breathe. I wasn't able to contact. I wasn't able to think and function properly. And all of that because I just wanted to be me, and I could not find me. And it was becoming so difficult. I was getting so overstressed. I didn't know what to do. And I just had enough. And I just went outside in my balcony. It's very big. And I just looked at the stars. And it was so beautiful. Like a sense of gratitude just felt me, no matter what. I was afraid whether I would get elected or not, and whether I would go down the same hole as I did before. Really afraid. That was my worst fear, if I'm open to myself. But I went outside. I found that strength. That was the action I had to do, and suddenly I felt just gratitude. For the first time, I did not care about it. For the first time, I was just happy and grateful for the things I have lived with AIESEC. And if this is the end, so be it. If it isn't, then even greater. I can do much more many things. I can give back to those people. I can bring it where I want. And I just realized that I was fueling my fear into my vision and what I wanted to do. And I liked it, and it felt very nice. But the point is not for me. Okay, it is for AIESEC in Greece to have this vision. But I don't want for AIESEC in Greece to have only my vision. I wanted to have every single one of yours. So I would ask for you right now, what's your worst fear? I don't care if it's IESEC. I don't care if it's something. Is it to fail? Is it to be alone? Is it not to achieve your dreams? Is it for to not bring the approval that we need and identity to close? For the rest to fail? Is it, I don't know, to not live an experience with your friend? Whatever that may be. Now, take that. Please feel it. Embrace this worst thing. How do you feel if that happened? Imagine yourself in your worst scenario and that actually happening. I know it's really bad, but what I realize is that it's okay. It's okay for what will happen, and the point is not that. And this is where we need to breathe. Take the pillar that you're afraid of. What's the most beautiful thing about it? The most beautiful thing you can imagine about it. Take, have it been as crazy as you want it to be. Achieve 1,000 approvals. For crypto, achieve 1,000 approvals. To make an investment and suddenly to that, to find the love of your life in the business that you do, to whatever that may be. Now, how do you feel? I want for you to open your eyes right now. And this is exactly what I want for the next generation. That feeling of going from somewhere really negative, really being afraid, and really, really lost, really not knowing what to do, and go out to your balcony. Yesterday I was crying because I could not find what to say to you today. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll speak from my heart. And that's what I really want to see in IESEC. When we are afraid, when we don't know what to do, to take it and achieve it. Okay, it may not happen and it's not the end of the world. We will try many things in our lives and who knows what will happen. But that dream we all had, that very nice thing, I want for us to strive for this. Because even if we achieve at the very worst, the exactly same thing as we would before, at least we're feeling good, and at least we are happy here, and at least we can start thinking in a different way, in a way that it's fitting for IESEC in Greece, for IESECers. And this is my vision. I want this feeling to be apparent everywhere, to act by this feeling, to be inside of every single one of us, to have this power, let's say. To do it together. These people from that plenary, it's the gen that is now already changing. I see something so fast, so short, so beautiful because of that. And we are just thinking what can go wrong. I'm always thinking about what can go wrong. Why not what, let's not think, act, and dream for what can go really well, what can go amazingly well. For IESEC in Greece to be in IC and win the Excellence Award as an entity. For your worst fear about your AC, for the members to finally understand, for the EPs, for the stakeholders. That's the 25 part of it. For everyone to feel that. For IESEC in Greece to be something very positive. And that's why I'm in this position today, to try and lead you, to be the person that starts and lies towards that, to pass this to you, to build an entity, a federation, the latest members that joined in AIESEC, hopefully not for pocket treks, being connected with that and saying, yes, this is AIESEC. This is why I want to continue in AIESEC, because I feel positive, because I can succeed in this environment, because I feel empowered to change and do something much, much greater. This is why I want to lead AIESEC in Greece, and the reason I'm here today. Thank you, AIESEC in Greece, for listening to me.
Okay, so we have 5 minutes break inside, don't go outside, and then we are continuing with close. So thank you. our last space. So, of Elections Day. Today it was a really long day, but it was a really important day. Today we talked about exchanges. We talked about ambitions. We talked about visions. We talked about essence, about impact. We talked about ISEC. And most importantly, we talked about leaders. Today, two of our beloved MCPs applied to become MCP of 25.26. Today, they came. Yes. Today they came to show their visions, to connect with you, to connect you with their visions, to lead with essence and fuel fear into impact. And that is something really precious. It's something when you go and get your vision out there and get your thoughts and your dreams out there, it's very precious. It's very, very powerful. But whatever their vision is, the most important thing is that it all comes down to what the entity needs, what you need, because you are the entity. And today you have the power to decide who will lead you in the next year, who will lead the entity in the next year. And it's a really, really important decision for 25-26 and the years after that. That was all from my side. I didn't want to ramble on. I want to keep it short because it's really important to have everything that the applicant said in your minds, and to never forget that it's a privilege to be here and decide the next leader of ISEC 25-26. And with that all being said, I pass it to amazing Zen MCP 25.
Amazing. So, hello once again. So today it's a very emotional day for me. Thank God I'm sitting in the first row and you don't sit when I'm Yes. It's very emotional day for me because a lot of feelings I have inside me. I'm thinking the day that it was 1 year before, that it was my day that I'm standing up here. I reflected on my ISEC experience for the first time that I joined ISEC till today. I reflected on how much I have developed inside ISEC. I reflected on how I am as a leader. I reflected on how I led these two people that they were standing up today and they presented their visions. I reflected on how I led you, all of you that are in this room today. So a lot of reflection was from my side today, and that's why I also have a lot of emotions. And I want to take you with me. It was raining this day. So this day, it was also a very long day. For the ones that were there, I remember all the day. But I reflect also on this modern day that it was with my ISEC experience. One day that I will never live it again as a MCP applicant. And I reflected a lot of how I was also this day. To be honest, if I will take the moment that I am right now, for sure I'm very proud of myself, and I'm very proud that I am in this position and I'm leading you, my aunts, my BOP, and all ISEC in Greece. But I was reflecting on how I was in this day, and I'm not sure if I said everything that I wanted. So I'm not sure of how proud I am of this day. because I was very afraid. The fear was the main thing of this day. But what I have to tell you is when you see the fear, you need to go there and to overcome it. And you will find people near you that will believe in you and you will overcome anything. And even if no one believes in you, you will find yourself, that yourself is the one that loves you more in this world. And again, you will overcome it. So don't be afraid when you see fear exactly near you standing up, because one thing that I have to say to you is for sure that you will overcome it one day. And I have to say that here I'm really happy of how I am as Isaac right now. I'm really enjoying my experience, and I have forgot all the challenges that I have passed through in my ICE experience, because at the end of the day I'm here in front of you and I'm here with a lot of proudness. So I'm also calling you to reflect on your own experience of how you were until now as Isaac, and to reflect on whatever you have today, because applicants they said a lot of things, and I'm sure that they have inspired you. To think what makes you inspired is something also important that we need to reflect on. I'm calling you to choose the next MCP, the MCP 25.26, to choose the next leader of ICT English that is going to lead you every day that are there. The presidents have the final decision. It's something that you know. When you're president, you need to take decisions. And when you're president, you need also to take difficult decisions. I'm proudly saying that today is the day that we need to take difficult decisions as presidents. For sure, beauty flows here very openly to hear inputs, but beauty flows also here to ensure that we're going to vote with all the process that we have evaluated a lot of days now, and not just from today, day that we had. And presidents are also here because someone trusted us. We are not here by accident, and the next presidents are not here by accident also. And every president that is president, they are not here by accident. So that's why, because we are here as presidents, we need to take this difficult decision of today, and to choose the next MCP that we are going to have as representative of ICT in Greece. And I'm so proud of them, both of them, that they are here today. I think that I'm more happy that I need to find difficult decisions than to be easy decisions right now, because I have felt so many things, as I told you also before. And I'm very proud of how I see them, and I'm sure that it's not only me that they are like that as people, as leaders. For sure, everyone here in this room have contributed to that and to the people that they are today. And you have shaped also their experience. So that's why I'm also very happy about it. And I can't wait to see, and I can't wait to have my successor. And from in some months I will be Karen, I will be Karen from now on. Yes, so proudly I'm ready for my successor. That's all from my side. Also wanted to keep it short in order to have in your mind the experience of our applicants, because they is their day, not my day, not anyone's day, their day. So this being said, we want to say.
Okay, nice. Thank you, Costa. Nice. Okay, now we will have time to discuss as EBs. So after that, we have dinner, and then we will come for voting. Okay. So you have time until 8 to discuss as EBs in your rooms. Find the room where you will find. And after that, wait. At 8, dinner is starting. So make sure that until 9 all of you will eat, because you will eat. Because at 9 you will not have anything to eat. Because from 8 to 9 is the dinner. And after that, at 9 we are coming here to vote for the next MCP in Greece. So I also want to say something as election manager, that you should, as said, Dimitra said, we are making a really important decision for this entity. And to really choose someone who you want to lead this entity in the next year. And to keep in mind all the process, not just today, not even just process, but to keep in mind all behaviors and these applicants to their IESEC journey and their experience until now, who are they as a people. And I believe that all of you read applications until now, assessments. If you know you have your code, you can scan and read. But to really be mindful when you're making this decision. And to take in consideration everything that they said today, and of course what they said from before. So good luck, and can't wait to see next MCP. See you at 9.